Today I give you a list of my 17 unpopular vegan opinions that will probably get me into trouble. Now I stole this video idea from my boy Miles over at Happy Crazy Cool, so go and give him a follow and tell him I sent you. Roll the titles.
For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you.
Hi everyone, welcome back. It's good to see you again. If we haven't met before, then hi, I'm GojiMan. I'm a qualified nutritionist and soon to be PhD student. I make vegan health and nutrition videos as often as I can, so if you have a question for me, then hashtag askgojiman in the comments below, or alternatively you can send your video questions through to contact@gojimannutrition.com. Also, just a quick reminder that I'm now providing consults, organic acids tests, stool tests and SIBO tests via my website. So if you have any health or digestive problems, then consider taking these tests, as they will provide a lot of very detailed information upon which you can start making informed decisions and then start getting your health back on track. And on that bombshell, to the video. So let's now jump into my 17 unpopular vegan opinions that will probably get me into trouble. And just before all you keyboard warriors start, these are just my opinions. It doesn't mean that I am right and others are wrong, or vice versa. They are just my opinions. Number one, a high proportion of vegans that I listen to when citing science do not have a clue what they're talking about a lot of the time. I often see people flashing random studies up on screen as proof their arguments are right. This is absurd. You have to look at the totality of evidence within databases such as PubMed. You also have to consider areas such as study design. For example, randomized control trials are the gold standard and highest quality of evidence, but often poor study design and implementation makes such studies unreliable. I could even go as far as saying a well-designed observational study can often provide stronger evidence than a poorly designed control trial. You have to pay due diligence when assessing study quality and use checklists and tools such as CASP and AMSTAR. So please stop flashing studies up on screen unless you know how to assess the quality of those studies. By doing so, all you are doing is weakening the vegan argument, because it is often very easy to pick apart these studies. Number two, for me, militant vegans do more harm than good for veganism. The reason that I say this is that I believe for most people the truth can't be told, it has to be learned. So alienating people by calling them murderers or rapists is not going to be an effective form of dialogue for most. And a simple question for you all: how many of you went vegan after being preached to, compared to how many of you went vegan after realising the truth through watching something like Fork Over Knives? Number three, the vegan diet is not a holy grail. There is this BS notion that floats around in the vegan community that all you need to do is eat a whole foods vegan diet and all health problems will magically disappear. The vegan diet is like all other diets in that it has many strengths but also many weaknesses. Number four, humans are frugivores and not herbivores. Number five, vegans who advocate water fasting and prolonged juice cleanses need to get off the internet. The amount of patients that I see on a monthly basis who have large-scale digestive problems because they drank nothing more than water for 20 days is ridiculous. Typically, these people probably had small digestive problems such as bacterial issues, but by doing prolonged fasts, these people then develop digestive problems and food sensitivity issues that can often take months to resolve. Number six, coconut water tastes like sweaty armpits, period. Number seven, the vegan diet is just as important as vegan ethics. Nothing frustrates me more than seeing people put so much effort into activism, yet they have so little self-respect for looking after their own health and bodies. Number eight, I can't stand fake meats and also fake cheeses. Now I understand that they can help some people transition, but often the ingredient list on these products are ridiculous. You often just go from unhealthy real meats and cheeses to often unhealthy fake meats and cheeses. Number nine, the world is not going to go vegan anytime soon, despite what you hear on social media. I think the effort should be encouraging people to go plant-based 90% of the time to help create less demand for animal products. After all, getting lots of people to reduce their animal consumption by 90% is better for the animals than a 1% rise in veganism every few years. Number 10, what the health and cowspiracy should not be promoted based on multiple inaccuracies and also misrepresentations of science. We often accuse carnivore dieters of such propaganda tactics, so we have to call these documentaries out for what they are. Number 11, even though palm oil is technically vegan, the impact that it has on habitats around the world should be enough of a reason to remove it from most cupboards of most ethical vegans. Number 12, avocados taste like flip-flops. There, somebody said it. Sue me. Number 13, spinach is not a health food. It's got exceptionally high levels of oxalates, way beyond most other foods, so please avoid or minimize your intake. Number 14, most supplements are total dog shit and can often do more harm than good. B12 may be marine phytoplankton for those omega-3s, but beyond this, adequate sun exposure and a balanced diet will be sufficient for most. Number 15, I dislike PETA immensely for some of their alienating opinions, particularly their recent attack on Steve Irwin. Number 16, I don't think that vegans are morally superior than meat eaters. Yes, we are conscious thinkers and we try committing less selfish behaviour, but there are numerous examples of double standards, such as the domestication of animals and also the animals being killed in the process of producing many vegan foods. Therefore, I am not morally better than any meat eater, and meat eaters are not bad people. They are just facilitating bad things that occur into animals, particularly in factory farming settings. And number 17, I'm okay with environmental vegans, health conscious vegans, or even describing veganism as a diet. Change needs to happen, so if more people become vegan for these reasons, then animal exploitation goes down. So that's my list of my unpopular vegan opinions. Now over to you guys. I want to know what unpopular opinions you harvest, so let me know in the comments below. So that's the end of today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, remember to look after your body because it's the only place you have to live. And I'll see you next time.